everyone, and welcome back to Podlume. I'm Liyana, and I'm so incredibly happy to spend these some minutes with you today. Let's talk about a situation that I know frustrates many of you. You watch an English movie, or you listen to a native English speaker talking to their friend, and your brain suddenly feels completely lost. It sounds like they are speaking at the speed of light, all the words blurred together into one giant continuous sound. You might catch a word here or there, like cat or coffee, but the overall meaning completely vanishes. When this happens, you might think, my vocabulary is too small, or I need to study more grammar. But let me tell you a secret. The problem is not your vocabulary, and it is definitely not your grammar. The problem is that you are practicing passive listening instead of active listening. In today's long conversation, we are going to explore the art of active listening. I am going to teach you exactly why native speakers sound so fast, how your brain processes sound, and three practical, real life habits you can start today to understand fast English without feeling stressed. So make yourself comfortable, relax your mind, and let's begin. To understand fast English, we first need to understand a major linguistic truth. Native English speakers do not speak word by word. In many languages, each word is pronounced clearly, with a small space between them. But English is a stress-timed language. This means native speakers push words together to maintain a specific rhythm. We call this connected speech. When English words connect, three things happen. Linking, the end of one word blends into the start of the next. For example, check it out doesn't sound like three separate words. It sounds like one long word. Check it out. Reduction, weak words like to, for, or and change their sound completely. I have to go becomes I have to go. An apple becomes napple. Deletion. Sometimes sounds disappear entirely. Next door sounds like next door. If your brain is waiting to hear separate, perfect textbook words, you will always get left behind. Active listening is about training your ears to recognize the blocks of sound rather than individual words. It is like learning a new musical rhythm. Let me share a story from my own life about a time I failed at active listening. A few years ago, I met a colleague from a small town in England. He spoke incredibly fast, and he had a very strong regional accent. The first time he spoke to me, he said something that sounded like, "Ja wanna cup of tea?" My brain completely froze. I stood there for 5 seconds, translating every single sound in my head, trying to find a textbook rule. Because I was panicking and trying to catch every single letter, I completely missed the context. Finally, he pointed to his mug and it hit me. He was saying, "Do you want a cup of tea?" In that moment, I realized my mistake. I was listening with high anxiety, trying to perform perfect mental translation. I was treating speech like a reading test. But listening isn't reading. The moment I stopped trying to capture every letter and started paying attention to the context, his speed stopped bothering me. I adjusted to his rhythm, and by the next day, we were talking seamlessly.
So, how do we train our brains to do this naturally? The first easy solution is a technique I call keyword capture. When a native speaker talks, your brain only needs about 30% to 40% of the words to understand the full meaning. These important words are called content words, nouns, verbs, and adjectives. The rest are just grammar structure words like am, the, of, or is. When you listen to fast English, give your brain a specific job. Ignore the grammar words and capture only the heavy words. If someone says, I think I'm going to go to the supermarket later because we ran out of milk, your active listening ears should only look for going, supermarket, out of milk. Boom, your brain instantly has the full picture. You didn't waste mental energy trying to catch to the or because we. By focusing only on the keywords, you give your brain the breathing room it needs to keep up with fast speech. The second solution connects your mouth to your ears. It is a highly effective method called shadowing. To understand fast speech, your brain needs to know how to produce fast speech. Shadowing means listening to a short audio clip, like this podcast, and repeating the words exactly as you hear them, with a delay of just 1 or 2 seconds. You aren't trying to memorize the words, you are copying the music of the voice. You copy where the voice goes up, where it goes down, and where the words blend together. When you practice shadowing for just 5 minutes a day, you build a mental map of connected speech. The next time a native speaker links their words, your brain won't be surprised because you have already made those same sounds with your own mouth. It's like a shortcut for your listening comprehension. The final solution is psychological. You must let go of the need for perfection. Overthinkers struggle with listening because the moment they miss one word, they stop listening to the speaker and spend the next 10 seconds worrying about that missed word. While they are worrying, the speaker has already said 3 new sentences. Active listening requires a relaxed mind. If you miss a word, let it go. Keep floating forward with the conversation. Trust that the next sentence will give you enough clues to understand the meaning. In English, we have a great saying, go with the flow. Don't fight the speed of the speaker. Let yourself ride the wave of their rhythm. Thank you so much for sitting down with me for these 15 minutes. I hope this calm talk has shown you that understanding fast English is a skill you can completely master with patience and the right habits. Before we close today's session, it's time for the Liyana challenge. I want you to practice active listening right now. Go into the comment section below and write down 3 main keywords from today's video that stuck with you. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just write the concepts that connected with you. I will be reading and replying to your thoughts. If you enjoyed this episode of Podlume, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support allows me to keep creating these peaceful listening spaces for you. I'm Liyana, and this is Podlume. Be kind to your mind, enjoy the rhythm of the language, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.